welcome. Today I'm going to be making a character for Big Eyes Small Mouth. I was going through my bookshelf and looking at the games I have that I haven't played yet, and I found this one. So I figured I'd at least learn how to make a character for it, and when I looked into it, I realized that, like, this is 1st edition, and they are on 4th edition now. So, that's fun. Also, I have this really nice character diary, which apparently comes from the 2nd edition. There was a little while when I went to the local game store and just bought pre-owned games that were very affordable. And now I'm finally getting around to playing through the ones I haven't gotten to yet. So. Big Eyes, Small Mouth. A Japanese anime role-playing game. It is... it looks so cute! Wait, I'll just... There. Look how cute it is! Also got this little solo gaming document for this system, well, for 4th edition of this game. But I am here today to make a character. Character creation. There's also this primer that you can get for 4th edition, which I got. Welcome to Big Eyes Small Mouth, or BESM. The multi-genre role-playing game for all your anime and manga adventures. This primer gives you a general overview of what you can expect from BESM 4th edition, including a walkthrough of the steps involved in creating a character. Additionally, we provide you with a comprehensive summary of BESM's underlying tri-stat system game mechanics so you can see how all the pieces fit together, updated, rebalanced, streamlined. And expanded BESM is now available in a standard 4th edition as well as a simpler stripped-down naked edition. Cool. I will say, I was reading through this 1st edition book, and it seemed like making a character was super simple. And the 4th edition layout does not seem as simple. Maybe that's because there's more to it, but that is just a first glance analysis. I just scrolled through this whole document. There is no chart similar to this. It would make everything a lot better. Well, I think it'd be really cool to make like a Parasite type campaign. A little mini solo campaign. I think that would be super neat. But character creation. That's what I'm doing. See, and this is like a filled out example character sheet in this book. That's awesome. I think I just really like the layout of this 1st edition book. I'm sure 4th edition is arguably better. Okay. Decide on the basic archetype or stereotype for the character you wish to play. See page 12. Focus on 1 or 2 of the character's main personality traits. Alrighty. Okay, so I think for a Parasite type adventure, a subhuman character would make sense because the little parasite that's going to infect you is going to have most of the power. It's not really you. It's... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Demon Hunter. Wow, what a cool character. I like cats. Assigning templates is optional if you prefer to build your character from scratch, but it's recommended for novice players or players who are not familiar with the openness of point-based creation systems like the open one presented in BESM. You can create a character without using them by selecting stats, attributes, and defects appropriate to the character vision and scope of your game's storyline. Even if none of BESM's race or class templates fit the type of character you wish to design, all 50 of those entries presented in the game can serve as examples of how you and the game master can collaborate to create new race and class templates. Okay. Stats are numerical assignments that reflect your character's basic capabilities, with higher stat values indicating an advanced level of accomplishment or achievement. Stats provide the foundation upon which everything else is built. Dice rolls are compared to your stats when you want your character to perform challenging tests in BASM to help determine if their attempt was successful or not. BESM uses 3 stats to represent your character's abilities: body, mind, and soul. You may use some or all of your remaining character points when assigning stats to your character, and then add these values to any that were included in race or class templates. So I think I'm going to make a character that's like a little blend of 1st edition and this 4th edition document. Because there are things I like from it, but there are things I also like about this book that I own. For assigning stats, your character's achievements in each of the 3 stats are largely decided by your personal preference. Roll 2 6-sided dice, add 10 to your roll, and distribute the total over 3 stats. I'm gonna need another 6-sided dice. So that is a 7 plus 10, so 17 points to distribute. The body stat represents the physical aspects of your character. Overall health, strength, endurance, speed, rate of healing, manual dexterity, and ability to withstand physical trauma are all governed by the body stat. The mind stat represents the power of the psyche and the ability to comprehend complex ideas. A character with high mind stat is intelligent, witty, and a quick learner. And the soul stat. This stat represents the essence of the inner self and of willpower. A high soul stat places your character in balance with nature and helps focus his or her life force to draw on personal energies in time of need. The soul stat also represents the elements of luck. Your character's achievements in each of the 3 stats are largely decided by your personal preference. I rolled 2 6-sided dice, add 10 to the roll, and distribute the total over the 3 stats. Stats cannot be lower than 1 nor higher than 12. And then I thought this was really interesting. Additionally, your character can only ever have 1 stat at level 12. If your character is unequaled level 12, in more than 1 stat, he or she becomes one with the universe and is removed from play. You get too good, you just like, whoop, you're gone. I like that. Whoop, you're gone. You're gone. Bye-bye. Okay, so for a parasite type adventure, have 17 points to distribute. So I think I'm going to... Okay, so I went with 5 for body, 5 for mind, and 7 for soul. Okay, stats are assigned. On to step 4. While your character's base capabilities are represented by the 3 stats, their skills, knowledges, and other abilities are assigned through character attributes. You have 10, 15, or 20 character points with which to flesh out your character concept, depending on blah blah blah. So it seems like the points have been reworked in 4th edition. It's a much higher suggested point amount. The attributes define your character. It does look like the 4th edition updated that. No stats lower than 3 nor higher than 10. Interesting. Well, there are a lot of character attributes. My goodness. Alright, I'm gonna go with 15 points for attributes. And if I'm starting the adventure like Parasite, where I'm just gonna act like the parasite's part of me already while I'm building my character, so it makes everything easier later. So after that, move on to step 5, character defects. Defects are small disadvantages through which your character must suffer in order to overcome the hardships of day-to-day life. Anime characters are far from perfect. And defects serve as excellent, often comical, role-playing opportunity. Defects only impede your character to a limited extent, however, and are not intended to totally negate his or her abilities. By taking a character defect, you can gain 1 or 2 bonus points for acquiring character attributes. It is suggested you take no more than 3 defects for your character. My character is definitely awkward, generally clumsy and accident prone, and doesn't have like any physical strength outside of this parasite. Like the parasite is the strength, like the character is actually not that strong. But I want this unique defect because the parasite's gonna have to sleep. And when the parasite is asleep, I'm gonna take a major hit to my my stats. Because this is literally the cause of me being superhuman. I'm just a normal dude. So I ended up putting that defect under special requirement under -9. A requirement must be obtained to function, and on my notes I put parasite must rest frequently, more if uses lots of energy. So that is 2 defects. That's probably all the defects I need. I don't know if I need 3. So the next step is to calculate derived values. I feel like I'm in math class. After you've modified your character's stats through defects and attributes, you can calculate his or derived values. Okay, so I got to calculate all this stuff. The attributes and defects I chose didn't really change my stats a whole lot. They're very situational. And things like regenerate health every round and... But my combat value will increase by 2 points once I do the formula for that. First, I'll calculate my health points, then my energy points, then shock value, and then combat value. So health points is going to be body plus soul times 5, so don't forget your PEMDAS here. Make sure you do the body plus soul before you multiply by 5, otherwise your answer is going to be totally wrong. So my health points will be 60, and my energy points will also be 60, and my shock value should be 12. And then my combat value will be 7. It would have been 5, but I get +2 for the 2 levels of combat mastery. And the last thing I need to do is step 7, background points. Now that the numerical component of your character is complete, stats, attributes, defects, and derived values, you should concentrate on fine-tuning their personality. One of the most effective ways to better visualize your creation is to provide detail through a background history, an important character story, or a character drawing. So here is the character I have created for this solo parasite adventure. I hope you have a beautiful day. Don't forget to be nice to people. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.